I reset this matter and converted this to another final pretrial because this was scheduled for a PA 53 previously, and the prosecution's office represented to the court that there was a detective that was assigned and that the detective failed to provide or follow up. I requested the prosecution office provide me with the name of the detective and the date that the matter was referred, and so that the court can follow up on why that detective failed to follow up. Can I have that information, please?
Yes, Your Honor. And thank you again for giving us an opportunity to figure this thing out. So after reviewing the case file in this matter, it's my understanding that the defendant had a similar case out of the 55th District Court. That matter was charged in early January of this year. The defendant then was alleged to have committed a new domestic violence against the same victim, which happened to be a bond violation on the 55th case. And then he also was alleged to have committed an additional bond violation in this particular case. So it was a matter of just figuring out which bond violation went to which court. And
I have the jail calls now.
So Detective Booth was assigned to our particular file, and she did make a finding where there was jail calls related to this particular case, although there were jail calls related to the other case as well. No one was assigned to that particular one, but Booth was assigned to this one. So she was assigned, she drafted a complaint for the additional bond violation. So we would be prepared to move forward with that violation today, but I believe the defendant has agreed to plead guilty to the underlying charge.
Yeah, our court received a copy of the violation on this, or the report on the 17th. They listed it as if it was a new violation when they received it on the 17th of April. But I have now a incident narrative supplemental report 26-01083-3 by Detective Booth, which indicated that on March 4th, she was assigned the file. She spoke to APA Buckingham, who advised of knowledge of a no contact order violation against the defendant on 2/19. It also should be noted on this record, the defendant was arraigned by Magistrate Milmore on February 13th, and he was advised that he's not to have contact directly or indirectly with Josephine Rose Park. We have where the investigator listens to jail calls, which are recorded, and there was a conversation between Heffley and Park. I miss you. I'm sorry I was angry. Angry asshole. Heffley stated, they finally lowered my bond to $325. Park to Heffley, when you hit me in the stomach, I bled. I thought I miscarried. Heffley, did you? Park, no. Heffley, I didn't mean to hit you, baby. I'm sorry. If I get out of here, would you let me support you again? My mom gave me your phone number this morning. You have to use a fake name, but I'm going to send you a request on my tablet. I'll send you an email. Stacy or something. I've been calling you codename Ollie's mom. Just call me Olive is what Park says. How does your client wish to proceed?
I'm pleading guilty
to both. Or was he plead?
to both as in the violation and the underlying charge, Your Honor.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury? Put your hand down. Okay, you have the right in this matter as it relates to the domestic violence charge to proceed to trial and the right to jury trial, the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty, and the right to have the prosecutor prove each element of the charge being brought against you beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand that, right?
Yeah.
You also have the right in the PA 53 or bond violation to have a contested hearing, and the right to be represented by your attorney at that contested hearing, and the right to have proof put on the record to establish beyond a reasonable doubt if you violated your bond conditions. You understand that? If you plead guilty to the domestic violence, you would give up your right to question or cross-examine any witness called to testify against you. Give up your right to remain silent, not have silence be used against you. Give up your right to subpoena witnesses to testify on your behalf. You understand that? You wish to give up those rights today? Anyone threatening you to do that?
No, ma'am.
Any promises to get you to plead guilty to the domestic violence and to the bond violation?
I'm in the plea deal.
That's the promise, is to plead guilty?
The plea deal.
What was the plea deal?
It's under certain code. Violence.
769 no objection to 769.4A?
Yes.
Okay. Other than that, any promises?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And you understand that by entering a guilty plea, it could result in a conviction that you may need to report to a current or future employer.
Yes, ma'am.
It also could have impact on where you can travel or get immigration status.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you on probation at this time?
I am not.
Do you have another matter pending?
I do.
Is this different victim, you said?
Same victim.
Same victim.
That charge was actually dismissed.
So it's not pending then?
Well, no, I'm awaiting sentencing. The domestic violence charge in the 55th district was,
Oh, okay.
I think there was an underlying child abuse. So there was a domestic violence and child abuse. I believe the domestic violence charge with the same victim was dismissed as a plea to
The other charge. Okay, and that's what you're waiting sentence on. As to domestic violence, are you pleading guilty because you believe you're guilty? As to the bond violations, are you pleading guilty because you believe you're guilty?
yes, ma'am.
As to the domestic violence, what is your plea?
Guilty.
As to the bond violation for February 19th, bond violation for February 20th.
Which I believe are two different phone calls.
Absolutely, that's why I'm reading them off separately. There was more than one violation. As to February 19th, February 20th, I could read that into the record if you like. And then looks like there was a February 21st, February 22nd. How do you plead?
Guilty.
That's the basis, please.
As to the underlying charge of domestic violence, Mr. Heffley, were you on February 11th of 2026 at the location of 910 American Road, number 107 in Lansing, Michigan, 48911?
I was.
And were you at that location with Josephine Rose Park?
I was.
And did you strike or otherwise batter Miss Josephine Rose Park?
Yes, ma'am.
And was that in self-defense?
No.
No, not. The prosecution is satisfied.
Relative to the bond violation that happened on February 19th, Mr. Heffley, did you go against your bond conditions, which specified that you not make any contact with Josephine Rose Park?
No.
And did you do that through a phone call?
No.
Did you do the same on February 20th?
No.
Prosecution satisfied.
Whereas also set aside as a factual basis, I'll accept your plea if I can see to be freely, voluntarily, and intelligently made as to both the bond violation and to the underlying charge. A matter is scheduled for a sentencing on June 23rd at 9 o'clock in the morning. When you leave here, you're gonna go downstairs and meet with our probation department so they can get you set up for a pre-sentence interview.
Is that all?
It's not on.
Okay.
They'll advise about your domestic abuse status. I'm the one who's going to make the ultimate decision about whether or not you'll get 769.4A. The fact that you have a now multiple violations does go against my belief that you're going to comply with court orders. I'm not going to.
I would like to say, since I've been released, I'm attending therapy classes, I'm in a domestic violence class, I'm also in parenting classes, and I'm having a mental evaluation done tonight.
That's good. I'm glad that you're making some efforts, and I'm sure some of those things may have been prompted by some of the other matters that you have pending. The probation office will compile all of that information. They'll also find out about your sentence on the underlying case in, is it 55th? And when are you sentenced on that? What day is that you're sentenced on?
I believe it's the 23rd.
This month? Okay, so they'll find out what your sentence is as well, and they'll advise a status and a report to me, okay?
Okay.
Assistant Public Defender Jessica Straub on behalf of Ms. Sonda McDonald, who's standing to my right.
Okay, Ms. McDonald was scheduled today for final pretrial. She was still considering a previous offer. How is she going to proceed today?
She would like to plead.
Okay, you have an advice of right?
I thought we had one from last time.
You do have one from 4/7. Raise your right hand, ma'am. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes.
Okay. You understand the rights that you went over previously with your attorney, which is your right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty, your right to proceed to a jury trial and have the prosecution prove your guilt by proving each element of the charge of animal abandoning cruelty beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand that?
Yes.
You have the right to remain silent at any trial, and they can't use that against you. The right to waive silence and testify if you like. The right to see, hear, or question any witness called to testify against you, and the right to subpoena witnesses that will testify on your behalf. You're willing to give up all of those rights? You sure? Because I have to hear you.
Yes.
Okay. Anyone threatening you to get you to give up those rights? Any promises being offered to you, not stated here on the record, to get you to give these rights up? Are you on probation or parole? You understand that if you plead guilty to this charge, it could result in a conviction that you may need to report to your current or future employer? You understand that? Okay, it also can have impact on where you can travel or your immigration status, so you might want to leave the country, maybe go on vacation to another country. They could deny you entry for a criminal conviction. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. There's also an agreement that you won't have any animals, domestic animals in your care or control as a part of this guilty plea. You understand that? Okay. As to animal abandoning cruelty to one animal, how do you plead? Factual basis, please.
Ms. McDonald, on about August 1st of 2025, did you house two animals at 508 Christian Street in Lansing, Michigan, 48910?
Yes.
And is that in the county of Bingham?
Yes.
And were those animals later found to have been suffering from starvation?
Oh, well, that's what they say. It's
I do think that's satisfactory.
You said that's what they said?
no,
Were the animals found to have been severely emaciated?
that's what I was told, yes.
And so is this the state in which these animals were taken from your home?
Yeah, they were skinny. We're satisfied.
Or satisfied with the factual basis, I accept your plea if I get plea to be freely, voluntarily, and intelligently made. This matter will be set for sentencing June 23rd at 9 a.m. You're gonna go downstairs, meet with probation so they can get you prepared for a pre-sentence interview and advise the court as a recommendation as to how you should be sentenced, okay?
Okay.
Do you have any questions at this time?
No.
Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing from the people, Your Honor.
Nothing from defense. Thank you.
Patrice Jackson in custody? Patrice Jackson here?